All right, Rookie2RENO, day 6. I didn't go home last night. It was a really bad thunderstorm. I wound up falling asleep in the pilot lounge while the electricity was out, and then came back here and started working on avionic stuff. But Mr. Richard wanted me to come over and help him do some wiring, and he did these lights right here. So what do we got going, Richard? These are just some off-road lights that you're using as wigwags and landing lights, right?
Yeah, I use the off-road lights because the par lights, LED lights haven't come out yet when I made the decision to go this way and modify the brackets.
And what are you building?
Zenith 650.
Yeah, and you got it. Those are all the parts right there. I've come over and helped quite a few times. I enjoy it. So we got the landing light on right now, and then you hit the wigwag.
That's it.
So you got blue and yellow. So
That's full on.
yeah, it's full on.
And then wigwag would be.
Yep, that should be wigwag. Yep, there we go.
That'll alternate from wing to wing.
Yep. So there it is.
650 normally has just the landing light, taxi light in the left wing, and I went with both wings.
Yeah, it looks really good. You're doing a really good job here. This is he's a scratch builder, so none of these parts are pre-made. He's built all this by himself out of sheets of aluminum. It's crazy to watch. That whole fuselage over there. Yeah, this is Mr. Richard. This is Richard's paint scheme, by the way. Pretty cool. This is your paint scheme right here.
Oh.
Alright, so anyone that knows, I always try to teach something in these videos, something I'm pretty particular about. So what I wanted to talk about was Molex connectors, because he's got a bunch of them here. We'll start with the Molex pliers. These guys right here, you'll see they'll have numbers, or sometimes they'll have letters. You know, be A, B, C, D, E, and E. For this particular set, A is being the biggest, E being the smallest. And for most Molex connectors that are 22 gauge to 18 gauge, which is what you're going to use on most of your aircraft, you're going to be using Delta and Charlie on these. And so this is a Molex connector. And what we do is we wind up putting ends on each side, like that right there, to make them waterproof and to make them easy to go in and out. It's one of the easier ones to do. The other one is a D sub, which I don't have in front of me, but I'll show you quickly how this works on a light that we're gonna do. All right, so inside that white Molex connector, there's a female side and a male side, if you can see that. I don't know if that'll, so that's the opened inside, and then this is. And so what they do is they go together and click together like that right there, and they make the connection. Well, they're actually super easy to do, and Richard already told me that I can burn one of his connectors, but we're not going to burn one of them. We're just going to put them on here. All right, so this is the connector here. It's going to be really hard to see, but there's a little tang right there that pushes against our flat side here. And so what we've done is we put it in Delta. And on these connectors, you can kind of see there's a half moon, and then there's like a little butt shape. We're using Delta. So we take and slide our tangs go up towards the butt. Tangs toward the butt. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I remember it. And you'll slide it all the way in until it hits that little piece. And you can kind of see it there. And the way we do this is we take our wire, whatever one we're doing, we're going to slide it all the way in to where the rubber comes up to that second one there. You can see that. So our rubber's at the first tang. Second one is our wire tang. So we're gonna crimp it really hard, like that. And I'll try to do this on the camera. You can see that now it has strain relief and it's crimped on the wire itself. And there's a little piece of wire in here, and that's okay. You can go all the way to the tip, it doesn't matter. Then now we'll come back to the next size. So that was Delta on our deal. We're gonna go to Charlie and crimp our rubber. Remember, tangs go up. So we put them in here, just like, I'm gonna put this on the table, make it a little easier. So we just put our butts up in the air, tangs towards the butt right there. See if you can see it a little better. Tangs toward the butt, and then we crimp it just like that. It makes a little heart-shaped top, and we're good to go. Bam, like that. We'll do the other one really quick. Bring our wire in, rubber to the first one, crimp it. Then we go to the next size up for us, just like that. Crimp it, and there it is. All right, so this is our Molex connector, like we were talking about, just 2 plastic pieces. There's a half moon shape on the inside, little tunnel look, and on the other side matches it. So what I do is I keep these together while I'm doing the wiring, so I can't mess them up. Truthfully, all you do is just push these in, and it doesn't matter which side as we start. We just make sure that this side matches this side. So there's some little tang outer pieces here, and they just snap in. I don't know if you heard that. And this one will snap in. And now we have our taxi light ready to go. And there you go. And so those were the male side. So the females will go on this side to our regular wire. So, all right, so these are our connectors here. Those are our male side connectors. So what we do is we just make sure our other side matches, black on this side, red on that side. And then they just snap together. And now you're good to go. Just like that. Waterproof. Nah, this one's not waterproof, but connector won't come out, and we're good to go. So that's it. All right, so what we got here is a wigwag switch from Ductworks, the wigwag number 2. You have your power and light component side on the right side, and then you have your switch and grounds on this side. So power is all on one side. Anything that runs power, anything that's on ground, which is your switches and regular ground, are on the right side. And the way this is wired up is power comes in, and then you have light 1 and 2 right here. And the way this works is most of the time you would have what you call a connector wigwag, which will be yellow in most cases for most all installations across the board, and that would get paired to both lights. And with the way this one works is it's still the same. You're still going to connect them together, but there's not 3 wires on the off-road lights. There's only 2. So what happens is with the Richards installation, he has the one side that stays on, and then he has the wigwag that does wigwag, and then if he hits a switch, it'll go to being on full time as well. So they'll both come on. And the way you have to wire that is just a little different, but basically power comes out to your lights. So you still are going to do light 1 and 2, but this will be light 1. Light 1 will be our wigwag, and then light 2 will be the other side. Yeah. And so when he flips the switch and the wigwag hits, this one will wag, and it'll switch to this one, if that makes sense. So there's two sets of lights being run off of these wires. And the way this works is blue and orange also go to your switch. I believe blue is top and orange is bottom. It doesn't really matter. The way they have this is a 3-way switch, so it'll be off, on. So what happens is off will be everything off, on will kick it to being on wigwag, and then the other on will have this connection on at all times, so it'll be just blanked out. So it'll be fully on. So, and we can test this, and the easiest way to do this is to set this guy down here, and we use these. I got these at Harbor Freight. They're only about $4 for a set of them, and they're called alligator clips. Super easy, and the reason that I'm doing this video right now. All right, so I don't remember where we left off, so I'll try to back up here. So we got our dual cord here, red and black, positive. It's hooked up with the alligator clip. And then the grounds are hooked up to ground. Same with our wigwag side. Wigwag has a 3rd wire that we're not using, this one right here. Black is ground. Red is our light 1 coming out of our wigwag. Now, when we do this, we have orange and blue. These get grounded because these go to a switch. So wigwag is blue, and then full on is orange. And so we'll move the camera really quick. I'll show you. We got our light on. That'll be orange, right? Yeah. So orange is full on, and then if he goes and touches blue to ground, it'll wigwag. And what would happen is this one will come on, and then the one on the other wing will come on right now. On, the other wing, on, other wing. So it works like that. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And yeah, so that's the Duckworks wigwag. All right, Rookie to Reno, day 6, something like that right there. We just got done talking to Jared too. Tomorrow we're gonna do possibly walk a grass runway that's gonna get put in for Arkansas. So if you're part of that, you get to watch and see that. I'll have the cameras with me tomorrow. Jared, if you're watching, I appreciate everything that we talked about. Looking forward to it. And there might be something else in the works, which will be really cool. So we're gonna work on that this week, or well, he is. And then we're gonna work on a grass strip, and we'll walk it and fly it tomorrow. So if you're having fun, hopefully you are. I am. Rookie to Reno, day 6. Follow your passion and dreams of aviation. This is Bruno and Mr. Richard. Gotta say bye. Bye.